What is good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cab back with another Xenoverse 2 video for you guys today. We are here to showcase what I have believed and have found to be the ultimate Super Saiyan Blue Evolution build, guys. Now, for those who have watched my past build videos, one, it has been a very long time since I've done one, and two, for the most part, most of those builds were similar or very similar in the sense that there was always three categories that had a 125 stat, because I always told you guys it's best to make things great instead of having a couple of things just be average. But with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution giving the stat boost that it does, I have changed up the build just for Blue Evolution. I'm not saying this is the best build in the game. I'm saying this is the best Blue Evolution build that I have found up until this point. I still believe if you're going for an all-around build that goes with all transformations, the 125 basic, 125 stamina, and then 125 key super or strike super is still the best way to go for a all-around, like just a build that works with every single transformation. But an amazing build just for Blue Evolution, guys, is what you see on the screen right now. Max health, we're putting it at 0 because Saiyans just do not get the biggest boost from adding health to the character, so there's really no point in actually doing it. In my opinion, it's just a waste of points because, again, it's a very minimal health gain that you get unless you make a completely maxed out height Saiyan, and even then the health gain is still not that great because the health is literally the Saiyan's worst category. Now, max key, always have had this at 0, but with this build in particular, it is definitely, something that you should leave at 0 because this build requires meditation. Meditation is gonna put you to the point where you have 10 key bars, so you really don't need to boost your max key at all because you're gonna use meditation fairly early on in the match before you transform, and then you're gonna have 10 key bars. Again, this build is literally Super Saiyan Blue Evolution only. Keep that in mind. Now, max stamina. Usually, I'd always have this maxed out, 125. Give me my 8 bars without a QQ bang. I need that. But with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, guys, the stamina regen is so great with this transformation once you do transform that you really don't need to have 10 or 8 bars of stamina with if you're using a QQ bang or not when you have it maxed out at 125. So again, that's why we brought it down to 85 just to ensure that we get that 7 bars. I believe 84 is really where you get 7, but I just wanted to keep things equal numbers, so I put that extra point on there. So again, you're still going to get 7 bars, 9 bars of stamina if you put on a maxed out QQ bang in the stamina category, which is more than enough with Blue Evolution because of how great, again, that stamina regen truly is. Now, the reason I have my attack set up like this, guys, is because Blue Evolution gives such a great boost to all attacks. 35% boost to all attacks. So they don't have to be completely maxed out to still put out absolutely devastating damage with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. The stats that I have right now on the screen, you're still gonna get insane damage with these stats while in Blue Evolution because you're getting a 35% boost to each category of stat, guys. That's absolutely insane. Super Saiyan Blue, which we thought when it first came out was just insane as far as the damage goes, that was a 25% boost. Blue Evolution is literally 35%. So again, that's why we have the stats the way we do, and I'm going to showcase the build in training mode a little bit before we take it online, just to show you guys the damage outputs that this build can truly put together. Now, before we go into that though, I know a lot of people will be curious in the QQ bang. For those who do play without limitations, for those who play with limitations, the QQ bang and Super Soul absolutely do not matter. But if you're playing without limitations, they kind of do. This is the QQ bang that I'm running at the moment right now, guys. I was thinking about maybe even switching over to this one as well so I get less of a negation on my Ki Blast supers. I'm actually probably going to do that. Let me actually do that right now because, again, the key really doesn't matter. The fact that it's going to be at 3 bars at the start of the battle does not really affect me because I'm going to use meditation early on, get my 10 bars, and have no worries in that regard. So I want to have the most minimal Ki Blast super boost if I can get a complete strike, basic attack, and stamina boost in those categories. So that's why this QQ bang is the one that I'm actually going to be running on this build, no doubt. Now, getting into the Super Soul, guys, Pathetic is honestly probably the best PvP Super Soul that I have found for Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. For PvE, all my PvE players out there, the best Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Super Soul without question is still Fu's Super Soul. Now let's begin the experiment, because as long as you keep your health above 75%, you will never lose ki in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Obviously that's not as good for online play, but when it comes to offline play and you're using items and stuff like that, then yes, it's absolutely amazing, because if you go below that 75% mark, hit a quick item, you're back up above it, the Super Soul will reactivate and you don't have to worry about that ki depletion within Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. But when you're playing online, guys, Pathetic is probably the best Super Soul, and we're going to showcase it in the training mode as well. But what it basically does is each and every single time you use Blazing Attack, you get a boost to your melee skills, your strike supers, a boost to your ki supers, and it boosts the amount of ki restored, and it can be stacked up to 3 times. So what it's basically doing is giving you more ki for every punch that you dish out, more ki for every punch that you receive when you have this Super Soul active. And I've tested it in training. It doesn't have like a time limit or anything like that. Once you activate it, it does pretty much stay like that throughout the whole match. So this is probably the best PvP Super Soul and the one that I'm going to be running. Now, taking a look at my actual skills, the only skill only 2 skills you really need to have are Blazing Attack and Meditation, guys. These are the 2 crucial skills that you need for this build, because Blazing Attack obviously goes with the Super Soul, and then Meditation is crucial to get those 10 bars of ki and to kind of stop that ki negation or ki depletion as much as possible. But then I also do have Savage Strike, Raid Blast, Gigantic Burst. I had Final Explosion on mainly just for parallel quests. Won't really be using it online. Then of course Super Saiyan Blue Evolution and the Evasive that I've literally had since Xenoverse 1 in Energy Field. So now that I've showcased all this for you guys, let's go into the training real quick just to showcase the damage before actually going online with this insane build. Okay, one thing that I actually forgot to mention before we go into the training mode, guys, is Sub Saturday. I wanted to announce that in the beginning of this video, completely forgot about it. But this week's Sub Saturday, guys, is your best combos with the new DLC 9 characters. Send your most insane combos with these new DLC 9 characters to my Twitter, email, or Discord, all linked down below in the description for you guys. This week is going to be cast characters only. Next week is just going to be your overall sickest combos with your CACs, things like that, because we're giving people time to get the moves, since the RNG is so bad that it actually takes a little bit to unlock all of the skills from DLC 9. So again, just wanted to mention that really quickly, but let's get back into this video and go in to the training mode. Alright, y'all, now that we're in the training, couple things we're going to take a look at before we actually get into the damage. First and foremost, my actual stats. As far as my health goes, guys, for having literally 0 health and a QQ Bang that negates health at the same time, I'm still rocking over 2 bars of health, which is more than enough when you have a good amount of stamina, as you see this build does, almost having 9 bars of stamina at the same time. The one area where I fall very short in is definitely my ki, guys. My ki is extremely low, but again, once you use meditation, you're canceling that out and you got a whole 10 bars, so you don't have to worry about that ki being so low on this build. Now, what I want to take a look at first and foremost is the actual ki recovery, guys, with this Super Soul. Like I said, this ki recovery is really best for PvP, not a great PvE Super Soul, because you're never going to be taking damage, you're only going to be dishing it out, and a lot of times you're just throwing ultimates and stuff like that at your opponent also. So again, this Super Soul right here is definitely without question the best for PvP. But what we're going to showcase first is just the regular ki regen, how it would go if I'm comboing an opponent. As you guys see right here, my ki really is not moving. As I'm comboing Trunks, I'm getting a tiny bit of ki regen back in that process. It's basically really staying in the same area when I'm using Super Saiyan Blue Evolution just with meditation, because there's still a constant depletion going on. Again, when you go on in a full combo, look how much ki you really get back from this. Your ki barely goes up, like it barely went up at all past that bar, and just gave me a bare minimum of ki back from that combo. So again, what that does, what meditation does, is basically make it to where you're not going to lose an insane amount of ki, or you're not going to lose any ki at all while you're comboing your opponent. But if you use Blazing Attack, hold on, actually let me put my ki to auto recovery or unlimited really quick so I can use Blazing Attack 3 times, and you don't even have to land the attack as well. As you guys are seeing, literally if you just use Blazing Attack, the Super Soul activates right there. So let's turn it back to normal now. Let my ki deplete a little bit just so I can show you guys the difference after stacking this Super Soul 3 times and how you're actually gonna get ki back now when you're actually using combos, and that's gonna basically make it like Super Saiyan Blue with meditation was off the bat. As you guys see now, we are actually getting ki back in this process. We got almost a bar of ki back in that process of comboing up on Trunks. When it comes to online play, between that, the clashes, and taking damage yourself, this Super Soul is more than enough to sustain the amount of ki that you need for Super Saiyan Blue evolution without question. So again, that is why I also say that it is the best Super Soul for Blue evolution when you're playing PvP, guys. PvP is definitely where this Super Soul shines. Now, actually getting into the damage, let's just change this back to auto recovery. Getting into the damage of this build, first starting out with just a simple basic combo, you know, the best basic combo pretty much for the male Saiyans. As you guys see right here, the 6 light heavy combo does 7,881 damage in Blue evolution with this Saiyan build right here. Blazing attack, which has never been a really high damaging super attack, it's just a very good move, does 4,677 damage once you have everything stacked with the Super Soul and all that with this build as well. And then Raid Blast, guys, as you see right here, is going to give a total of 6,761 damage. As you see, the damage output with this build is very good. It's very good. You're getting high damage output in all categories. I do have to change Final Explosion. I got to put a Strike Ultimate on this just so I have one, because it just makes the build that much more fun. But as you guys saw right there, from Gigantic Burst, we got 16,354 damage, guys. So again, this build, even though it's not maxed out in categories, you're still gonna be getting insane damage from it at the same time because of how powerful Blue evolution is, and it just gives you that all-around glass cannon to where you don't have any limitations on what you can actually choose for this build right here, guys. Like, you can literally choose any kind of attack, whether it be Strike or Ki Blast Super, and it just makes it the funnest and an absolutely amazing build at the same time. But now that we've showcased a little bit of damage and things like that, we're gonna go online to the rank scene and play like 1 or 2 matches with this build just to showcase it online as well. Alright, y'all, here we go with the online gameplay for you guys with this build. Now, we are on with limitations because that is what I normally play between the two. I never really play without limitations just because I know there's that much more chance of people using cheesy Super Souls, limit bursting, things of that nature that I just don't want to deal with. And I cannot answer the phone right now. Stop ringing. But in this match right here, of course, the objective is to go Super Saiyan Blue and oh, come on, game. He was literally punching the air. Don't give me that. Again, game, he literally key canceled because he thought he was screwed. That should have been his ass. Good perfect block, even though you're really just step blocking the whole time. Jesus Christ. Just keep step blocking back and forth. Alright, we're getting a lot of clashes here. Bro, he's literally key canceling game because he's not hitting me. Like, this is nonsense. Come here, my guy. Bring them cheeks here, my boy. Let me out of that. Oh, game. Are you serious? Come here, bro. Keep wasting that stamina for me. Get away from me. Let me meditate real quick. You know we need this. You serious? Like, did you really think that was gonna work from that far? Who is calling me again? Leave me alone, peoples. All right, bring that ass here. Get away. Oh, I messed up. Okay, he wasted his stamina anyway. Come here. I'm not gonna stamina break you yet, because we gotta unlock the power of an absolute god. This is Blue evolution. Have you given up, my guy? Has he given? Oh, I think the power of Blue evolution was just too great. And I mean, the build's power, it's like this dude was like, oh my god, this build is just too insane. I have nothing that I can do anymore. Let me just quit. You had a bar of health and like 3 or 4 bars of stamina still. At the time, I don't really understand it, but I mean, maybe I do. Like I said, this build is absolutely OP. You see what it literally will do. Some but respect to the man Huz at the same time. You know, instead of rage quitting like most people would have done right there just because they were upset or something like that, or they gave up, this man actually, you know, he had the decency just to let me finish him off real quick with the saucy blazing attack into the raid blast combo. But all in all, man, you guys saw the potential of this build. You're still getting good basic damage. You still have good stamina. You got a decent enough amount of health with that stamina to where you can work throughout the match and have no issues in that regard. The key really becomes no issue at all, especially with limitations and where you don't have a QQ bang active, because not only do you still have 5 bars, which is enough to transform alone, but you also have meditation at the same time. So again, this build is just all around amazing for Super Saiyan Blue evolution. One of the best and one of the funnest builds for this this transformation and awoken skill at the same time, without question, because again, there's really no limit to what you can actually put on your character, and it's actually viable to where you're getting a decent amount or almost close to the max damage that you can with your CAC still. So again, man, this build is absolutely amazing. Let me know what you guys think about this build, and also remember that this is just a Super Saiyan Blue evolution build. You do not want to go ahead and put this build on a character or on a Saiyan that you still plan on using Super Saiyan Blue for, even though it could work for Blue. Like, this build still can work for any kind of setup, but at the same time, it's not the most optimal for other transformations like regular Super Saiyan, Super Vegeta, Potential Unleashed, things of that nature. So again, this is just a exclusive Super Saiyan Blue evolution build. Let me know what you guys think about the build down below in the comments, your thoughts on it, and if you will be using it as well. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this video helps you out at the same time, and definitely stay tuned for more content. Got a lot more to come for you guys. But till next time, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a good day as always. Peace, y'all.